Okay, hi everyone, welcome to my video. So in this video, I'm gonna show you guys how we can create a game using Python. So for this video, I'm gonna show you guys how we can create a snake game with the help of Python. So let's get started. So in Python, we have a library called Pygame, which will provide all kind of functions or libraries which are useful to build or to construct a game. Okay, so I'm not going deep into all the libraries or the functions that are available in the Pygame, but as and when we need any of the function, I'm gonna explain you on that part. So let's start writing a code. So before this, I we need to install Pygame like this pip install. Since it's already installed in my machine, so it's saying requirement already satisfied. Okay. So I already made a blank project for us to write the code. Before this, we have to follow a procedure like steps that we need to create a game. First thing, as I said, we need to import a Pygame libraries, which we already done. The second thing is that a game window to play. Okay, so how we can create a game window? Let's show. Import Pygame. So Pygame as a function called, I'll show you display function. So display equal to Pygame dot display dot set mode. Okay, before this, I want to define my height and wide of my screen. Okay, my wide can be 800 pixels and my height I want 600 pixels. Okay, now wide comma height. Okay, if I run this now, you see a screen came and went off. Okay, so to keep my screen running, I have to make a loop. So what I'll do, let's say game running is true. Okay, while game running, pass. If I run this, now you can see a window is popping up, blank screen. Okay, this is but I'm not able to close that window. Okay, for this to close that window for events in pygame dot events dot get. Okay, if event dot type equal to pygame dot quit, then my game running will be false. Okay, they want so what actually this line is saying, if my game want to quit, so the game running will become false and the loop will get terminated. Okay, and the pygame got event dot get, what it actually does, whatever the user inputs are doing, it will be represented by event. If that event is quit, then the game will get running is false or the game will close. So let's run this. I got an error because I forgot colon here. Okay, now you see, if I press this, if I press quit, the game will get closed. Okay, this is what these three lines are doing here. Okay, now my next, what I got a windows to play. Now I can set a caption. To set a caption, you can simply say pygame dot display dot set caption equal to what we can say snake game. Okay, whatever game that you are building, you can simply pass it over there. See, now you can see my caption is coming as a snake game here. Cool. Next, what I want a background to be displayed in my game. Okay, if you see here when I'm running this, my game is very blank. I want some background image to be placed here. So for the background, what I did, I went into Google and I just searched any background game images. Here you have multiple images and you can take any simple image that you want. Okay, I already downloaded one background image for this game. So I took a simple grass image, green color image, and I'll be putting in my screen. Okay, so let's say my PG is background, which is nothing but pygame dot image dot load. Okay, what is that? Grass. Now I have loaded the image. Now I want to put that image on the screen. How you can see that, so display dot blit, there's a function called blit which helps us to put an object on the windows or screen of the game. What you want to put, you want to put a BG, and where you want to put 0 comma 0. I'll explain you what is 0 comma 0 represents. So for now, okay, Oh, something is wrong here. Okay, now let's run this. You still see the blank. That is because the screen is not getting updated. Now what I want to do, I want to pygame dot display dot update. Okay, now I want to update the screen dynamically. Now what we got a image and we got the windows. Now what next I want a snake on my display. Okay, to put a snake on my display, before that we want to know how we have to declare few elements. Let's say I'll tell you how this windows works. So this window is nothing but let me explain you graphically. Let's say this is my window. Okay, you see this is my window. Okay, on top left it is 0 comma 0. Okay, as you move on the right side it is nothing but x-axis, and if you move down it is my y-axis. It is nothing but wide and is height. Okay, so in our game we declared wide as 800 and height as 600, right? So this is 800 pixels and this is 600 pixels. If you want something, let's say if you want something, some object to be placed here in middle, it is nothing but x-axis 4 and y-axis 3, correct? So this is 3, y-axis is 3. Sorry, my bad. This is 4 and this is 3. Okay. Now I want to put some snake in the center of the game. I want to draw a snake on the game center. How you can draw? Pygame offers you a function called pygame.draw. So we can draw many things in Pygame. So I want to draw a circle in the center. So where I want to draw? I want to draw on the display. Okay, comma. So I have to give a color. Okay, color can be given in the form of tuples. Okay, 0 comma 0 comma 0. Okay, what is 0 comma 0 comma 0 is nothing but RGB code for the black. Okay, and where you wanna place that? I wanna place that on. So you have to give the coordinates. Okay, let's say in the graph it is the coordinate, right? 4 comma 3. Okay, so I'll give some variables here. Let's say my x equal to my width divided by 2 and my y equal to my height divided by 2. So what it's basically doing, my x is nothing but 800 divided by 2, which is 400, and my y equal to 600 divided by 2, which is nothing but 300. Now I want to put my snake on these coordinates. Okay, x comma y comma, and next the circle will have a radius, and let's say I want to give a circle with a radius of 10. Okay, let me run it now again. Okay, now if you see I got a black dot on the center, right? Okay, let me run again. Now you can see a black dot is appearing on the center of the screen. Okay, suppose if I want to create a red dot, okay, the RGB code for red is 2550 comma 0. Okay, now you can see a red dot. Now I have a window, I have my background, I have an object. Now I want to move this object based upon user inputs, either like I have to move this on top, bottom, left, or right. So how you can do that? Show you. Okay, how we can do? So we have to capture the user inputs also for this. Okay, so let's say my initial position of my snake is this one, right? Now I want to create a new, okay, new position. Let's say my new position is 0. Okay, let's say my new position is 0 comma 0. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll capture the user inputs. Suppose if event dot type equal to, sorry, dot key down. So key down nothing but when you press any button, so it's what it means. Okay, if event dot key equal to pygame dot, there are a lot of options available in the pygame, which is like key up, key down, key right arrow, left arrow, anything. So let's say I want to look into left arrow. Okay, if it is left arrow, then simply x new equal to -10, y new equal to 0. So what actually it's doing is, let's say my snake is on here at 3 comma 4, and if I press left arrow it should move to here, right? It is nothing but 3 comma 4. What actually happening here, my x coordinate is getting minused by 1, right? Like, so same thing I'm doing here. Okay, same thing I'm doing here. Now I'll do same thing for remaining case that we are having. What I do, I just copied everything. Now I want to take right. Okay, this is my right. And if I'm moving right side, my x coordinate will be added by 10 pixels. And if I go up, then my x coordinate will remain same, but my y coordinate will be minus by 10. Okay, if I go down, my x coordinate will be 0, but my new y coordinate will be 10. Now what I'll do, my initial x equal to x plus x new. Okay, my initial y equal to y plus y new. Okay, now if I run this, see, my snake is moving too fast. Okay, you can see, right, that it is moving too fast. I want to control the speed of the snake. How we can do that? To do that, what I'll do, Pygame, let's say I'll create a clock equal to Pygame dot time dot clock. Okay, now if I come down, I want to update the game in such a way that clock dot tick dot, what I'll say, my snake speed is somewhere at 10. Okay, if I run it now, okay, now it is moving with the speed of 10. 10 is nothing but 10 seconds per milliseconds. Okay, this is perfect. Now my object is getting moved. So now what I want to do, I want to create a food also. Like, let's say this is my red color is my snake. I want to create a food, like food object, like as an apple or something over there. To create, let's say I want my snake to be black only. Let's keep it black. So till now what we did is that we imported the library. Okay, then we created a game window, and then we added a game caption, and we added a game background which is green color, and we mapped user key into the game. Okay, finally we made a small object like circle which we will be changing at a snake in future. So we also created a snake head in the body. The next thing, to make game more interactive, will be adding a music to the game. So for the music, what I did, I downloaded a small video, any random video from the online, like this. 1 minute. I think my audio is not coming. I think it's coming. Okay. So what I'll do now, I'll add this music to my game. So to do that, we'll simply first load the music, then we'll play the music. To load the music, like, we'll be using mixer.music.load. Okay, and the name is full BG. Sorry. Next, we'll be playing the music like mixer.music.play, and we will be looping the music continuously. For that, we have to make one minus. Okay, when I run now, now you can see the music is getting played. Okay. Now next, what I'll be doing, I got the snake, I got the music, then I have to add a food or any apple on my screen. Okay, let's my target is to create a food. To create a food or any apple on my display, what I'll be doing, I'll be needing a coordinates for the food. So for that, to create a food, I'll be using x coordinate as round random dot rand range. The range should be between 0 comma width width minus 10 divided by 10 into 10. The reason why I'm doing this, to make an absolute value for that. Okay, next, my height. Okay, this too will create a random x coordinate and y coordinates, the range between 0 to the width that we have declared here. Okay, and height that we have declared here. Now I have to create a that object, food object, on my game. So simply what I'll be using, pygame dot draw dot circle, where I'll be drawing it's on my display, and the color code I'll be using red code for that, and my coordinates are fx comma fy. Okay, and my radius is 10. Okay, now whatever the x and y coordinates are being generated here are used to create a circle. Run now. Now you see there's a red color circle like this. But if you see when these two objects are colliding, nothing is happening. So every time the black is hitting red one, a new red color should appear. Okay, let's do how we can do that. Okay. Now every time both my snake and my food is getting collide, both my red and black is getting collide each other, overlapping each other, a new red color circle need to be created. Right, for that, what I'll be doing, if my x coordinates is equal to fx and my y coordinates are equal to fy, in that case I'll be creating a new coordinates for the food. Okay, these are the coordinates that we can be using. Okay, so let me play it. So a new red color ball being created. Okay, so till now what we did, we are able to create a food and the food is getting a new food will get generated when the snake eats that food. Okay,
Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do in my game is to create the rules. So my first rule is that suppose when I'm playing the game and my ball is going out of the screen. Okay, like let's say this is my game window. If it's going out of the game window, the game should get ended, right? So let's see how to do that. If my x is greater than or equal to white, or my x is less than 0, or my y is greater than or equal to height, or my y is less than 0. Okay, in that case my game running should be false. Okay, let's see whether it's working or not. If it is going out of my width, the game gets closed. Okay, so this is working fine. My second rule I want to create is that suppose whenever the black circle is touching red circle, I want to create a body for that black circle by adding the one more additional ball. Okay, it's like whenever the snake eats the apple, the body of the snake will get increased, right? So that's what I want to create. So to do that, what we need to do, we need to declare few things. The first thing is that I want to create a snake body. Let's say my snake list. Okay, the whatever how many apples that it is eating, I want to make a list of that. That's for snake list. And second thing, I want I want length of the snake to be started with minimum 2. So let me give it 2. Now what I'll do, I'll create one more thing, snake head. Okay, snake head is nothing but the first ball of that element. Next, snake head dot append. So I'll append my x coordinates into that list, and snake head dot append my y coordinate also. So basically what I'm doing, the any new whatever coordinates that I'm having, that I'm getting in the loop, I'll be adding to the list called snake head. Okay, then I'll be adding this snake head list to my snake list. Snake list dot append snake head. Okay, now what I'll do, since the snake here it's only drawing only x and y coordinate. Now I want to change the coordinate dynamically, and whatever the list I'm having here, I want to create a circle for all the elements. So I'll show you what we can do. For segment in snake list, okay, just what I'll do here, segment 0, segment 1, okay. So if I run this now, so now if you see the segment is moving fast, okay. But what I have to do, I want to clear the old circles that are being generated. The snake length need to be fixed. Okay. To do that, what I'll do? So when I'll show again, suppose when I'm running this, my previous circles are still appearing in the screen. What I'll be doing, I'll be deleting those old circles. If my length of my snake list, okay, is greater than snake length, in that case what I'll do, I'll delete snake list first element of that snake. Okay, let's run it. Okay, now I can have only two things. But if you observe, whenever the black circle is touching red, a new black circle need to be added to the existing snake, right? So to do that, what we'll be doing, so let me play it again, I'll show you. So when my black is touching my red circle, a new black circle need to be added to the end of the black, right? But it's not happening. So let's check where it's gone wrong. Yep. So here what I'll do, my snake length equal to snake length plus 1. Okay. So I'm just incrementing the length of the snake. Okay, now a new black circle is getting added to my existing circles whenever a red circle colliding with red. Okay. Okay, till now what we did, we had the snake and the snake body is getting increased as and when the snake eat the apple or like red circle. Now what I want to display the score. Okay, like let's say suppose I had eaten 6 to 7 apples, so I need to display the length or the score of the game. To do that, first what I'll do, I'll create a font object. Okay, so what is the font style I want? The Pygame offer couple of font styles. Font dot system font. So for now I'm taking normal font by default system font, and the length of the like size of the alphabets, let's say 50. Okay. Now at the end, after the snake eats the food, I'll create the score. Okay. Score. How to do that? Display dot blit. What I want to blit, I want to keep a score object on my screen, right? So font style dot render, what I want to draw or render score. Okay, what is the score? Snake length is my score. Okay, comma true. True is like alignment, comma color. So you can give the color in a tuple. So for this I'll be giving black only. Okay, once it is done, where you want to put? Okay, you want to put it on where? So destination. Okay, for now what I'll do, suppose if you see my screen, this is my screen, right? I want my score to display somewhere here. Okay, so it will be like 600. 200, something like that. Okay, I'll give 600 comma 200 pixels. Now when I run this, now you see a score is appearing on top right side. Whenever my snake eats an apple, the score will get increased. You see now it's got 3, now it got 4, likewise. Now it got 5. So as we play the game, the score will go high, and once you're out of the window, the game will get terminated. So this is how you can create a simple game in Python. This is a very basic structure, like how you can use Python to create a game. Uh, if you want to enhance your game, like adding a lot of things into the game and making game more interactive, then you have to make more adjustment to this game. So with Python, we can also create more advanced games. For example, I have created a small snake game with more advanced and complicated structure. As you play the game will get more tougher and tougher, like this, with the background structures and all. Okay, let me play it again. See, as only here your imagination is your limits. The more you imagine, the more you want to put in the game, the more you can build the game like this. So thank you guys for this video. Have a great day.